Hey guys, today I wanted to give you a after the skirmish report on my G&G G96 that I just received in a trade recently. During the skirmish this actually performed quite well compared to my past experiences with gas sniper rifles. A main reason would be the air rig that is right here, as you can see. The air rig is the Polymer's Pursuit Shop pre-made air rig, which worked out pretty well. Just as good as my older air rigs, except this one I made sure to have no leaks whatsoever, so I actually got through the whole day using only one 12-gram CO2 cartridge, which was superb. I was clocked in at around 100 psi the whole day. And I got probably around 10 mags off in just one 12-gram CO2 thing, which is actually pretty good. 10 times 15, about 150 rounds on just one 12-gram CO2 cartridge. And yeah, so throughout the day I noticed that my shots were very consistent, and that this was actually working out quite well, but the place I play in is actually covered in brush. So basically this is a pretty long rifle, as you can see, all the way around. This is like around, I want to say, how long is this? This is around like 3.5 feet of gun, just 3.5 feet of gun. And so, as you can probably imagine, 3.5 feet of gun isn't the easiest thing to tote around all day. So, I mean, I didn't have the most trouble, but I was saying it wasn't very comfortable traveling through the brush with this thing, catching on all the little branches and whatnot. Also, one thing to keep in mind for all you guys wanting to skirmish with this, which I probably won't skirmish that often with this, I just wanted to give it a shot. It's pretty heavy for a for a sniper rifle, any sniper rifle. This is probably one of the heavier ones because the inside of this plastic stock, which, oh, plastic, not that heavy, wrong. The inside of it is actually an aluminum frame. There's an aluminum frame all on the inside of the stock, which makes this thing really heavy. So that's something. It makes it just extremely heavy compared to what you would think it'd be. So that's why this thing also got on my nerves a little bit, because it was also, you know, once again very hard to carry around. Now I'll bring the camera over here just so you guys can get some more close-ups on this thing, which is actually quite a beautiful sniper rifle, just so heavy. If any of you guys plan on skirmishing with this, I probably recommend switching to a different stock. I mean, I know that's not the easiest thing to do for any people who already own the G&G G96. Something you have to do is buy a KJW M700 or a Boneyard M700, take the trigger unit, and you're going to have to start using those magazines as well, and then you can use any real steel stocks. Well, you'd have to modify them a little bit, but you would be able to use real steel stocks if you had those parts from the KJW M700, and therefore a lighter stock. Make it easier for you if you decide to skirmish with it. With this air rig, I had it external. It was in a little radio pouch that I have. It worked out quite well. One thing is that I couldn't separate myself from my gun unless I just took the whole thing out, which was kind of a disadvantage for me, since whenever someone got really close, I had to pull out my sidearm. So I would have to lay this down, and then I would take out my whole air rig, which got to be quite annoying. So one thing I'm going to do in the future definitely is I will design an air rig that will fit into the stock. There is such a thing right now, but it's still not complete. Someone on the Airsoft forum is selling their Tanaka M700 AICS, which has the similar stock, and that has an integrated air rig, but the thing is there is a nozzle coming out the backside right around here. So you still have to have a line going to an external tank or CO2. I'm going to try to hollow out some area so that I can also adjust the PSI, see the PSI, and also change out CO2 cartridges. That'll be a project for the future. I might switch to stock, but I probably won't, since I don't plan on skirmishing with this gun in particular very often because it's so heavy. I'll probably just tote some AAGs or something, since rushing is more of my style, but sniper rifles are very fun to play with, since I'm mostly a chairsofter. So in my sedentary airsoft life, having these bolt actions is actually quite fun. There's a lot of things you can do with these. So basically, today was very hot, and there were so many mosquitoes. I did get a couple kills, and it worked out quite well, actually. One thing to keep in mind, another thing to keep in mind is that I don't know with mine, probably not with everybody's, but with my G&G G96, there are some trigger problems I'm experiencing. I'm pretty sure I know why. My unit came kind of dirty because obviously I got in a trade. I cleaned off everything, except I was too lazy to go into the actual trigger unit itself, and it's kind of sticky on the inside of there, so I'm sure that's what was causing the trigger problems. Eventually I'll go into it, or I'll just swap the entire unit so I don't have to open it up, since as you can see by my video I made in the past, it is a pain in the ass to go inside of there. I do have extra trigger parts laying around from the old receivers of my G&G G96. So yeah, this is basically kind of an update, and you'll get some insight on some future videos. I'll probably be making this. Another thing is the hop-up unit actually worked fine for me. I know that usually these Tanaka systems and this G&G G96 system, the hop units are just like pretty terrible. This one actually worked out pretty well for me. A lot better than when I first owned this gun originally. I'm probably still going to switch it out in the future for a 2-ROY conversion kit. And I'll start using the VSR buckings with the VSR style barrels. I would love to find a fluted barrel for this, but G&G's heavy fluted barrel is probably the only one that I know for this anymore, so all the other companies got discontinued, and that's about $100, and it comes with some unnecessary parts, so I'm not sure if I would really go into spending that. Maybe if I get the right people, or know the right people, I might just flute this outer barrel, get this outer barrel fluted. There is enough material for it to get fluted just a tiny little bit deep. If for those of you who don't know what fluting is, it's those lines that you see in the barrels, like some familiar guns that have fluted barrels, maybe the M200 Intervention. I'm pretty sure the Barrett M82 has a fluted barrel. Echo 1 M28 has a fluted barrel. Most M24 sniper rifles have fluted barrels. It just looks cool. So, I might also get a Harris bipod for this. You know, Harris bipods look pretty nice with these stocks. The scope is still my original scope. I think it works out really well. It's got a lot of zoom. I usually don't use a zoom, but if I think there's an enemy nearby, I usually zoom in to scope them out, make sure it's actually them and not a friendly. And that's what I do. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys, and I will have future videos. If you guys want me to do anything with this gun in particular, or have any suggestions, questions, something like that, just comment or send me a message and I'll do something about that. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys, and one more opinion. I feel like I should make an updated review on this gun, since my old review was before I got the new camera and before I learned a lot about this gun. So if you guys think I should do a new review, it would definitely be more in depth, probably have an accuracy test and everything. If you guys think I should do that, just comment below and tell me. And if you even heard what I just said, thanks for watching till the end of my video, and see you guys.